Sebring. I'm Dan Johnson, and I'm speaking today with Chip Irwin, who is here in an aircraft that looks like it has about the fewest parts possible on a fixed-wing airplane. Looking this thing over carefully, it kind of looks at the sort of two halves of a few bits of aluminum, and this thing actually flies, does it, Chip?
It's all you need to fly and hardly anything else.
Well, I would guess that's about right. Tell me what the concept for this is the Zigolo or Zigolo?
Zigolo.
Zigolo,
Yeah.
and then you got some numbers that follow that, right?
Started
MG12?
this started out as a glider in California.
Oh, in California, okay.
It's American design. The Italians took off the internet. The plans are available. Lots of people are building these as gliders.
Now, is this
But
the
they
one
need a
we've
tow.
seen as the goat?
Yeah, it's a goat glider.
The same one as the goat, okay.
And it's real popular as, it's not really a true glider, but like a hang glider isn't really a glider, but they're so light wing loading that they float. And you catch some thermals and ridge soaring, and you can essentially, you're gliding.
Well, let's talk about weight while we're at it, because it certainly looks like it has to be about as few pounds as you could possibly manage in a fixed-wing aircraft. And this is a dope and fabric construction.
No, it's a section like Dacron.
Okay, it's
shrunk and then painted.
Okay.
Then some young smart Italian guys put it all onto the CAD and morphed it into a motor glider. So it looks like an ultralight, but it's really a self-launching motor glider.
So the real idea here, go up in the air, turn the engine off?
Well, it depends on what you want to do.
If you feel accomplished about
I think
soaring.
they're pretty much a small group of people want to fly where they can do that. They can self-launch and turn it off and see how long they can stay up. And a larger group of people just want to fly very inexpensively and very safely in smooth air like mornings and evenings.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the engine. Tell me a little bit about the amount of fuel you've got on board, so we translate what you just said into, okay, well, it's a calm, beautiful morning or evening. I just want to go up and get a little air. How long can I go? What will it do for me?
They've made probably hundreds of thousands of this engine for motor scooters, and now more recently tens of thousands of them for the powered paragliders.
Okay.
With that
So what
reduction
engine
drive,
is it? Tell us what engine.
It's a Viterazzi engine.
Viterazzi.
Very, very well established company in Italy, making hundreds of thousands of engines. So the engine is very well proven. It is a two-stroke, but it runs really smoothly, and it just loves to fly to power that propeller at a little higher RPMs, because that's what those little engines are used to.
Right.
But you can hold the engine in one hand. It's a 25-pound engine.
Wow, it looks like there's I see mostly exhaust back there.
Well, that's to keep
intake silencer. Is that what that is? I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's to keep it quiet. So
you have a video on your website, and I see the engine running. I can't hardly hear it though.
Yeah, we'll turn your volume up, but it's really quite quiet, and of course the electric version is going to be really cool because you can take off with the sound of a fan.
Just a fan running by.
And that's really nice when you're just flying around the neighborhood for your 20-minute evening flights. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
You're not bothering anybody. You're not a mosquito up there, and you can slow it down. And even for self-launching during the day, you can restart just by like turning a rheostat.
Yeah,
you don't have to wonder
right.
if a two-stroke engine is going to start or be pulling out a cord. You just want to make it back to the airport or get back to the next thermal. You just turn up the propeller.
So is it coming as a kit or is it ready to fly airplane?
It's both. It's a little bit of each. The kit is all pre-drilled, pre-cut, simple assembly, 100-hour kit. But I'm going to do it one step further and offer the IKEA airplane, IKEA desk of airplanes, where we build the whole thing and take it apart and put it in one crate for shipping. It's some assembly required. Pictograms of what you need. So the build time should be about an afternoon.
Is that right? Okay. And right now these are made in Italy.
They're made in Italy.
And you bring in all the parts here for a kit, or you assemble one and we'll ship it to somebody then.
Both. I'll be doing making some design upgrades to it, and making it so it's very simple to take apart and put together. And that way I can ship it out as a kit anywhere, and they can just choose the BRS or the Camelli parachute, the electric or the gas engine, and maybe one of 2 or 3 colors.
Okay.
And then they get the crate, and a few hours later they're flying.
if it's a kit, how long is the build time?
It's a
Too many parts here.
yeah, it's 100 hours, and I built the airframe and the wings. I built everything aluminum in 100 hours, like the first time, and then I had to.
You got a little bit of
cover it.
experience more than the
Yeah.
average guy, but still,
Yeah, but-
100 hours
But
is
it
a
took me a
reasonable
few
number.
more days to do the covering.
Okay.
So I think 150 hours is reasonable. But even then, I mean, if you're off by 50%, it's an extra week. It's
Right.
no big deal.
It's still a very, very low time kit.
Yeah.
But for the guy that says, I don't want any part of that, what's the minimum I can do? You'll basically ship him one in
Yeah,
a
one
box.
shipment of crate, some assembly required.
Okay.
And not even the assembly manual will be pictogram.
And we're
here's
talking
a
less
picture.
than 10 hours or something, right?
No, an afternoon.
An afternoon,
You take,
okay.
yeah, take it out of the crate, lay it out, and then follow the pictogram like you're building that IKEA desk. Here's the tools you need. Here's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's done.
Beautiful.
So what kind of performance would we get out of it with this engine as far as the climb rates and cruise speeds and glides and that type of thing?
Well, it's basically you put the power on, lift the tail, and rotate. So it's a 22-mile-an-hour stall.
22.
Yeah. So I just as soon as I see this little disc go up, I'm flying.
Yeah, that's gonna. Now, I gotta bring attention to two instruments on this aircraft that I think are two of the best instruments ever invented for aircraft. Number one, the Hall wind speed meter, which is just a marvelous, never screws up instrumentation, and you've marked it here for what is this?
Stall speed
and V&E. And the second one is even simpler yet. It's this little piece of yarn
Yeah,
here.
that's the rain. That tells you if it's raining, because it's wet, it's raining, and this tells you how much rain you gain. You don't need that at all.
But this will, if you get this thing pointed back at you like this, you're in proper flying
Yeah.
mode. If it's like this, you need to push out a pedal.
Well, you don't need it. You can feel it.
I'm sure you can, but I do love
What you
the
have-
yaw string.
What you have here, this is the instrument panel.
And he's looking at a little
I
digital
got the
instrument
world's
here.
smallest instrument panel. This has, it's made for powered paragliders that don't have any place to put something. So you put it on their wrist. And
I see,
It's got
okay.
CHT, EGT, TAC, ops meter, time to service, flight time.
And it all
and
appears, or
warning
do
lights.
you have to hit the little button
No,
there? to
no,
get
it's
to
all
it?
there.
Yeah, wow.
Except for it's all there.
Beautiful.
And then I put a handheld transceiver on with my noise canceling headsets. I have my smartphone that will do Bluetooth music to it, and also has the backup IFR, which is I Follow Roads GPS. And then I've got this really slick Garmin watch, which gives me the moving map, altitude, VSI, compass, outside air temperature, like you really need that, and pressure altitude, density altitude, and it tells time too.
Well, let me coin a phrase here. We've heard about wearable computers. I think this is wearable avionics.
Yeah, listen, I'm a walking panel. When I go, I strap everything on me, and I've got more than most airplanes.
On your person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the joystick here. Not only is it a nice looking construction, but this is where the throttle is too, right?
Yeah, it's
where
on
your,
off
where your
the
forefinger
throttle.
is right here is the
That's
throttle.
it. That's it.
And what else you got on the stick?
On off.
On
and
off.
then there's a warm-up cruise button there.
Ah,
So you
okay.
can set the
Okay.
throttle.
Ah, I see. Oh, a friction lock.
Not
kind of
quite.
thing.
It's kind of a stop, but it's more for a warm-up, but it doesn't really do much. Really, you can hold the stick anyway. So if you can hold it with basically one finger and set your RPM that way, and keep the other hand warm.
So the 25 horse Viterazzi engine has how much fuel supply, which is right behind you here, I see. What do you got on board?
Yeah, it's 12 liters.
12 liters, it's about...
About 2.5 gallons.
yeah, okay,
And
so-
it gives you about 2 hours of flight.
2.5 gallons, 2 hours, that tells
Yeah.
you a lot right there.
Yeah, you could
Well-
have a long range tank, an extra gallon.
So this is because of its low weight, somewhere, you said under 225 pounds,
well, the
and that
limit-
includes the ballistic
The
parachute.
limit is 200 parachute, which is included with the air price, is a compressed air that blows it out.
Right.
And we have the BRS rocket propelled
Okay,
parachute.
so you
as
can
an
have either
upgrade.
way. This is the one that comes with the base unit.
Right.
And we normally avoid talking about price on these because the prices change. So if you're watching this on YouTube and it's a lot, a few years down the road, you got to contact the manufacturer and find out. We'll tell you how in a minute. But today, what's the price on this airplane?
The kit, and I mean all-inclusive kit, because it has,
Engine,
most
parachute,
kits
the whole
don't have
works.
engines
Right.
or avionics or anything. This has the airspeed indicator. That's included.
That's included.
But the engine's included, the propeller's included, and the parachute's included for $14,500.
$14,500. That's a kit, but you offer it ready to fly, or almost
Yeah.
ready to fly.
Yeah.
You called it.
Yeah, we call it like I said, the IKEA desk of airplanes.
And what does that
It
cost?
comes in a crate, and the build time is about an afternoon, and it's $16,000, and that's everything you see here.
So $16,000, everything you see, an afternoon's worth of work, and you're in the air, and you can have a lot of fun. Where do we go to find out some more stuff about the airplane? You've got videos, you've got pictures, you've got a lot of good stuff. Where is it?
Yeah, we just
We'll put
opened
it up
our
on the screen,
website
but
at aeromarine-lsa.com.
aeromarine-lsa.com. I've already got some information about the Zigolo on my website, and you can read more about that at bydanjohnson.com or bydanjohnson.com. Thanks a lot for watching today.